Hello, this is Mary from the West Dallas Public Library, bringing you another edition of What Caught My Eye in New Books. And so we're going to just jump right in because I do have quite a few picture books this week. And since we're doing all picture books, we're going to go in actually alphabetical order by author's last name. So we'll just get started. All right. And first up is Milo Imagines the World by Mark de la Pena and Christian Robinson, which also is a dynamic duo that bought Last Stop on Market Street, which won the Newbery Award a couple years ago. Anyways, it's another ride on public transit. This time Milo and his sister are riding on a subway. As they ride, he has brought his sketchbook with him, and he imagines the lives of the people around him, and he sketches them in his sketchbook. But what if the way he imagines the people's lives is wrong? What if it's a little bit better? I don't know. Anyways, so where are Milo and his sister going on their subway trip? This book is about families with incarcerated parents. Also, it's a good storybook for all families. It would be great in a classroom. It's if you're doing a unit on different types of families or art, especially journaling. I really like how this is also about journaling and being an artist. So I recommend this highly. It's a great read aloud in so many different ways. Oh, let's show you a picture. Oh, here's Milo with his sketchbook. Alrighty, put that there. Our next book, is Sad Sad Bear. This is it's by Kimberly Gee, and she also did the illustrations. I love the simple lines. Oh, look at his little expression. And what it is little bear is going to daycare for the first time, and he is having a little bit of a rough time. So it's great for families that are going through that transition. Also maybe for a daycare center or for a very young kindergarten class or an older kindergarten class. It's great. It's about separation anxiety, and of course things end up fine. But I'll show you this picture. Sad. And look, Mom's not doing so hot either. Alrighty. I just really enjoyed this. I think a lot of families could use that. A lot of classrooms could use that. All right. Kamala and Maya's Big Idea by Meena Harris, illustrated by Anna Gonzalez. And Kamala, it's Kamala Harris, our first female vice president and BIPOC. This is by her niece and Maya's daughter, and it is a fictionalized account of a story that Meena heard growing up of when Kamala and Maya probably had one of their first community organizing activities. Anyways, Kamala and Maya decide that they would like their apartment's courtyard to be turned into more of a public space. They have an idea of a playground, and it ends up being a playground, a community space, a little bit of a community garden. It really shows what you can do if you put your mind to it. This would be a great family read aloud, especially in March for Women's History Month. It would be a great classroom read aloud if you're talking about community organizing or community gardens. I love the artwork. Look at their expressions. I don't know, it's kind of glary. It's so bright and vibrant. Look at this. Just love that. What a beautiful picture. All right, we'll put that over here. Our next book is a nonfiction picture book. Oh my goodness, 13 Ways to Eat a Fly. And it's by Sue Heavenrich and illustrated by David Clark. And so if you have kids interested in insects, particularly flies, food chain, animals, don't mind a little bit of being gruesome, this would be a great book for that, either in a family or a classroom read aloud. one thing, it's got great pictures. Here's the pictures of the 13 different flies. And then at the top of the pages, they're counting down. So on this page, they're down to five flies. And this is the way this fly gets eaten. So it's a very fun book, really great for insect lovers. All right, We Wear Masks by Marla Lesage. This is a great, oh, I love the pictures. I love that look with the pastels and the outlines. It's really, I think it's a neat book. I love the look of it. It's describes when people wear masks. Sometimes people wear masks for their jobs, all types of people, and then when we should wear them out in public. So I love this one. Look, of course you wear a mask if you're a scuba diver. And then we also have wearing masks in our everyday life. So this would be great for a family or a school read aloud. It's a great book, great little book. Oh, I love this book. It's called Road Trip by Steve Light. And it's Road Trip, a Whiskers Hollow adventure. And I'm hoping that we get more Whisker Hollow adventures in the future. I love the art with the intricate pen lines and the paint. I think it's watercolor, but I don't know for sure. Bear gets into an accident and breaks his headlamp and has to go to the junkyard to find a replacement. So he gathers his friends and they decide to go on the adventure. I love the journey. I love the great friendship story. And also in the front, the end papers in the front and the back. Of course, if you want to see this part, you got to go to the back. And if you want to see this part, you're right here. But it's got a little map of Whisker Hollow. And I hope we see more Whisker Hollows in the future. Okay. Here's an, Stay Healthy with Sesame Street, Understanding Coronavirus. This is a great book, really for all ages, but it's geared towards the younger set. And it talks about virus getting, it's in a question and answer kind of format. Talks about what is a virus, getting sick, and then also all the helpers in the community and what you can do to prevent the spread of coronavirus. And of course, we wash our hands for 20 seconds. And, here's all the helpers. And then you can count the helpers with the count. Whoop, kind of glary. All right, put that over here. Oh, I'm running out of room, of course. All right, The Spring Book by Todd Parr. It's another great book by Todd Parr. I like almost all his works. I love the pictures, the bold colors. This book's great for the very young, and it describes all the things that happen in the spring, of course, in a place where there are seasonal changes. And he writes about the holidays and our family life. And then, of course, he includes, which I'm really happy, he includes Memorial Day, which, of course, I consider the end of spring and the beginning of summer. All right, so put that there. Here's another book, Rectangle Time, and it's written by Pamela Paul, pictures by Becky Cameron. This is a great book. So it's from the cat's perspective, and Rectangle Time is actually story time when the father reads to the little boy, and then the little boy, as he grows up and becomes more and more of a fluent reader. It's really great. It reinforces parents reading to children. It's a great family book. I think it would be wonderful for a family read aloud story. Also, I love the art. Look at the expression on his face. And then, I don't know if you can see the wallpaper in the back. Oops, I forgot to mark a page, but here we go. How many cat lovers, pet owners, does this look familiar? Anyways, I love this book. It reinforces parents reading to children, family reading time, and it's just a lot of fun. All right, I'm going to hold that in my lap because I ran out of room. And my last book, this is the last one, is My First Day by Phung, Quang, and Kim Nguyen. And they, My First Day, and they are author illustrators that are from that live in Vietnam. So this is a translated book. Now that schools are reopening, how are kids getting to school? And if you lived in Vietnam by the Mekong River, you would take a boat to school. And this little boy is his first time taking a boat to school by himself. So he imagines all sorts of things. He's really got a great imagination. And he ends up going to school. So he ends up at school. And look at who comes along with him. You see? A water buffalo. But here are all the kids pulling up in their little boats. Some of them are still having their parents drive them to school. Anyways, I think this would be a great family read aloud and a great book for a read aloud in a school setting, especially if you were doing a little Southeast Asian culture unit or unit on rivers, or if you just like water buffaloes. Anyways, I like this book a lot. I think we'll see a lot more of these two author illustrators. All right, so that's it for what caught my eye in new books. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget, stay safe, wash your hands, and bye for now. Bye-bye.